Hello friends, welcome to Tech Bazaar. This is Rohit Sharma and first of all, sorry for late videos, okay, because I was busy in some work. From now onwards, I will post regular videos on my YouTube channel, okay. So this is our formula revision number 8 till last we have completed formula revision number 7 where we have completed all the formula series for network theory and analog electronics is going on. Okay, so this is formula revision number 8. In the last video we have studied the formulas related to the transistor, bipolar junction transistors. Okay, now we will study about some biasing circuits. Okay, so first one is fixed bias, emitter bias, collector to feedback bias, voltage to divider bias, and last one is the conditions to avoid thermal runaway. Okay, we will discuss only the formulas related to these 5 topics in this video. We are not discussing any concept, okay, because as it is a formula revision video, okay, only I will tell you about the formulas related to each and every topic. Okay, so first one is fixed bias. Now first of all, you have to just remember in biasing circuit, you have to just remember the circuits for fixed bias, collector to feedback, emitter of feedback, etc. Okay, for fixed bias, the base resistance is getting the input from the VCC signal. Okay, so here the ICC will be IC, the collector current will be equal to VCC minus VCE upon RC. Okay, and IB can be calculated as VCC minus VBE upon RB. Okay, this is how you can calculate IC and IB for fixed bias. Okay, now if it is an emitter feedback bias, first of all, emitter feedback bias look like this. Okay, this is the emitter feedback bias circuit. Okay, you have to remember these circuits. In emitter feedback bias, the IC is equal to the collector current will be equal to, you have to put the KVL loop in this output loop. You will get IC is equal to VCC minus VC upon RE plus RC. Okay, in emitter feedback bias, there is emitter resistance here, and feedback bias, there is no emitter resistance here. Okay, so here in emitter feedback bias, beta is very large. Remember, beta value is very well. Third one is the collector to feedback bias, that is also known as self bias. In this, the RB, the base resistance is shorted at the output terminal. Okay, so here the current is IC plus IB is flowing here. Here IC will be flowing and here IB will be flowing. So IC will be equal to VCC minus VC upon RC. Assuming beta to be large, therefore IB is approximately equal to 0. As we know that IC is equal to beta times of IB. We know this formula. IC will be equal to VCC minus VC upon RC, which is into में beta upon beta plus 1. This is the exact value to calculate the collector current. Okay, now next one is, this is very important, voltage to divider bias. Okay, maximum that we use the biasing circuits which we use in practical applications is, first is the emitter feedback bias with proper condition, and second is the voltage divider bias. Okay, only these two are majorly used in practical application. It is widely used in linear circuits, as the equivalent circuit will be Thevenin equivalent. Here, this is the voltage divider circuit. First of all, we have to find the Thevenin voltage. Okay, and Thevenin voltage will be across this resistance, that is VTH is equal to R2 upon R1 plus R2 into VCC, and RTH will be equal to R1 parallel and R2. Okay, R1 parallel R2, that means R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2. This is how you can calculate the Thevenin resistance. Therefore, the collector current IC will be equal to VCC minus VC upon RC plus RE, and IE, the emitter current, will be equal to VTH. This is VTH minus VBE upon RE plus RTH upon beta plus 1. Okay, these are some formulas related to the biasing circuits. That is fixed bias, collector to feedback bias. Collector feedback bias is also known as self bias, emitter bias, and last one is the voltage divider bias that we have studied in this video. And last is how to stabilize, bias stabilization, how to maintain stability in any transistor. Okay, simple. Stabilization is about making the Q point. What is the Q point? Q point is the operating point, also known as ICQ, VCEQ. Okay, this is, we have to find, this is the operating point, or you can say Q point or quiescent point. Independent of changes in temperature, just we have to maintain stability so that these IC and this VCE does not depend upon the temperature or any system parameter changes. Okay, if ICO, VBE and beta changes simultaneously, the net change in IC will be, then del IC will be del IC upon del ICO. Okay, change in IC by the leakage current ICO. Okay, change in IC by VBE, change in IC by beta. Okay, so del IC by del ICO is equal to S, that is the current stability factor. Can be asked in the MCQ questions. Okay, del IC by del ICO is the current stability factor, del IC by del VB is the voltage stability factor, and del IC by del beta, this is beta. Okay, this is the amplification stability factor. Please remember these 3 points, very important. Okay, so next note, out of 3 stability factor, S is the most significant reason, that is del IC by del ICO is the most significant reason. If S is within tolerable limit, then other S dash and S double dash are guaranteed to remain within tolerable limit. So ideally the stability should be 1, practically S should be less than 20. Okay, now for voltage divider by circuit, please remember this formula. Current stability factor, that is S, is equal to, okay, that is del IC by del ICO will be equal to beta plus 1 into RTH plus RE upon RTH plus beta plus 1 into RE. Okay, RE must be larger for lesser value of S. Okay, to maintain lesser value of stability factor, it should be larger, but it also decreases the gain. Please remember this note. Okay, important. I am marking it as important and very important. Okay, and this is the general formula for stability. Stability is equal to beta plus 1 upon 1 minus beta del IB upon IC. Okay, for effective stabilization, these are the formula. Okay, just you have to remember this formula. This is important and this one is important. Okay, just you have to remember these 2 formulas for your exam. Okay, for collected to feedback wise, this is the formula, and for fixed bias circuit, S is equal to beta plus 1. Only this one you also have to remember the circuit. Okay, for fixed bias, the stability is very large, therefore fixed bias circuit is very highly unstable. That is why I have already told you in the video that generally we only use emitter bias with proper conditions and the voltage feedback wise, voltage divider wise. Okay, these 2 biasing circuits are only used for transistor, for practical applications. Okay, then this is only for this video. Okay, now we will meet in the next video with amplifiers, that is common emitter amplifier, common collector amplifier, Darlington amplifier, etc. Okay, now I will maintain my regularity on YouTube. Okay, so please subscribe the channel and like the video as much as you can, and also please share this video to your friends. Okay, as sharing is caring. Okay, so then all the very best, take care.